Interactive Media Final Presentation by Kendra Wright. Hi, my name is Kendra Wright, and I am part of Columbus State University Interactive Media Production class. The objective for this class was to create a video series and distribute online on an individual YouTube channel. First, we had to come up with 5 different ideas for our show. My show, which is Natural Gals, seemed to stand out more, and I felt as if this topic was something that I can talk about more and was more familiar with. My show is about natural hair and tips for people who may be thinking about going natural. At first, I did not rely on people searching for my video. To be honest, I was relying only on my professor and maybe a few of my classmates to search for my video due to it being required for the class. I did not mind people sharing my video either because you never know, my video may be helping someone else and actually get somewhere. When it comes to titles and thumbnails, I just wanted them to look at them and realize what my videos would be about specifically. I did not really have a desired audience. My audience could be anyone, no matter the age, gender, or ethnicity. When I say everybody, I mean adults and children. Creating the style guide was very interesting. Learning Photoshop was kind of fun. When it came to creating my logo, avatar, and color scheme, it was very interesting on all the elements that you can use. The more that you use Photoshop, the more that you learn. Being able to rearrange things, change colors, group things, and create all types of stuff were amazing. I can really see myself using this in the future. Also, this was my first time using Photoshop. Creating the YouTube banner was also interesting. It was cool how you could choose from their specific images or choose one of your own images that you may have created in Photoshop or captured. I feel like having a YouTube channel would help with getting your information out and get noticed by people all over the world. Making a Facebook page was probably the least interesting due to having my personal one. At the same time, I understand that it's important to have one for personal and business use. I am also thinking about adding more to my Facebook page so that people can visit it and share different things that I post. I feel like making my website was one of the most difficult, time consuming, and most work to do. But at the same time, I looked at it as another thing to be able to get your brand out there. People are always on the internet, and you never know when they may come across your website and actually get some information beneficial to them. Being able to have pictures of yourself, your contact information, and blogs is pretty interesting. It has me thinking about continuing to add more and more to my website just for the fun of it and future purposes. It was very important that I made it visible and entertaining for both the computer and other mobile devices. I say that because one of the main devices used today are cell phones. I also put into thought that just because people use cell phones, most of the time we still have to think about the older generation and them still using computers. Have to have a backup plan. What I said for this slide will also pertain to the next slides in my PowerPoint. Having to edit the videos was the most interesting and fun part to me. I loved editing because this was another thing that you learn so much from. You learn how to cut, trim, add music, add text, add pictures, rearrange your video, and so much more. I also feel like this is the most important part because this is what people will actually see and hear. I can also say that it is very time consuming. Shooting the video was also interesting because you have to really focus on how you sound, how the quality of the video is, where you shoot the video, and exporting everything. Video optimization is big. This is what people will see when they get on YouTube and how they will search for your video. The title lets people know what you're talking about, and your description does the same, but give it more detail just in case you want to know what the video is talking about before you open it. This is how your content can get discovered because your video may be the exact one someone is looking for. I feel like thumbnails are important when it comes to your videos. This is what people will see first. People may even click on your video just because your thumbnail looks interesting. I didn't really think I was going to get that many views. I was happy just to get 50 views. I thought it was going to be less than that. Over time, I'm sure that that number will expand. I was also happy with the one comment that I got. When it came to demographics, I had already figured that females were going to look at my channel more than males. I say that because men do not care as much about their hair as women do. Zero men have watched my channels and videos, whereas 35% of women have. There are also elder people between the 30s and 40s who watched my video, and a small amount of 18 and 20-year-olds who watched it. It was interesting to see the breakdown. I assume that only people in the United States would watch my channel and videos because that is where the most people are. I was right, 100%. I learned a lot about the analytics. It made me look at things so much different from what I did at the beginning. I now see that I would like to expand my audience for both genders and post some things where both genders can relate. I want everyone to be able to relate too. I will take this information and use it in future videos.